Gen Zs have achieved their goal. They have achieved their mission, and now it is over. I was very happy to see thousands and thousands of the Gen Zs in State House. That was not your idea. Somebody may have lied to you because they wanted to eat some money and money. I know some 20, 30 people who have bought nice cars. Now they're driving cars courtesy of that activity that happened there. Because the intended mission or the intended reason for the money did not go where it was supposed to go. But somebody somewhere just decided to do this and ni mabroka tu, sinajua tu ni mabroka, hata wao walikuwa broka. Na things just happened and they happened and they happened. And people are driving cars, people are building houses now, people are doing businesses at the expense of the people who came there. I saw these people that came here, you gave them some food to eat, some drinks to drink, but unfortunately they left so much of them there. The drinks, the sodas were left there. Then some of these guys were never given what you promised them. The motorbikes were never reached to the people that were intended. There are several organizations that had applied for the same, they never received. Somebody somewhere took it away. I don't want to say it is you. I don't want to say it is your people. I want to say somebody somewhere just corrupted his way and they took away what you intended for this Gen Z. But let me look at this. Was it your idea for these people to come to State House? Yes, you might say so through your PA, through your politician, through many people around you. They might have said, yes, they can say it is the initiative of the president, but no. That was a godly initiative. When we went to the mountain, we prayed for that. When we went on our knees to pray, we prayed that Gen Zs must go to State House in whatever way, but in a very peaceful way. That Gen Zs are not going to be shot dead. Or what we needed, the Gen Zs, is to occupy the streets of Nairobi. They did that in the first place. Then occupy parliament, which they did, they successfully did. But when they tried to come to State House, somehow, I don't know what you did with your people. These guys were unable even to walk because the things had just happened. Weird things happened to them. They were not able to come. So we sought the will of God that these children, because their intention is just kukanyagisha miguu State House for whatever reason that God wanted them to go to State House for the awakening and for the awakening and for the changes to come into this nation, because they are carrying the mantle. They are carrying the mantle of breaking chains, breaking covenants, breaking powers, breaking authorities, suppressing and destroying anything that could cause, they wanted to go. So when they went to Parliament changed. When they went to the streets of Nairobi, the streets of Nairobi changed, and Nairobi, capital city, changed. And the whole world made Nairobi to become the capital, Kenya to become the capital city of Africa. And the Africa being the capital city of the world, therefore Kenya became the capital city of the world. And that was achieved. So you may think ulikuwa unacheza karata na wao, but God alicheza karata na wewe. Na amehakikisha the children, the Gen Zs have wamekanyagisha miguu. Remember when you said shoot them kwa miguu, it is the demons that were speaking, shoot them kwa miguu, because that is what has brought them to State House. That apart, maybe you may not understand it. It is so spiritual, you may not understand it. But what I want to understand, they have achieved. Gen Zs have achieved their goal. They have achieved their mission, and now it is over. Not for you, not for anybody, but any demonic agenda in this country has come to an end. Later on, we went to the mountain, Mount Kenya. I know your people have told you, and we did what we did. Therefore, the point here is, you gave them motorbikes, you gave them saloon kits, many other things you gave them, which is very good. But it's a very wrong move. I know you have some good ideas for this nation, and you have some good plans for this nation. Therefore, that is not the way forward. That is not something that will make you happy. Some of these people, they come, they collect, they go and sell. Some of the people, they come and collect the washing machines, they go and sell them. The saloon machines, they go and sell them. Remember, the people who were given houses in Kibera, the first project where Kibera people were given houses, they were removed from Soweto, taken to the other side of Otiende, where we had these houses, and immediately they got in, they sold the houses, went back to Kibera. What you don't understand, you are not old like Kibaki. You are not old like Moi. You are not old like Kenyatta. You have fresh ideas, knowing that giving one a motorbike will not change the status of this nation. Giving one a saloon kit does not change, does not bring anything. That is too much money you spend that could have been used to go out there, fetch for a piece of land and attract many companies to come to this country. Then use that as a bait to create cheap labor. Then after the cheap labor, all the companies will come, and once they have constructed their companies here, production will start and employment will have been created. And we will be operating in a country that we are producing, employment is there, and the production is there. So whatever you did was good, but a wrong move that we need to change. Don't do like others have done. You are now you're beyond this. Don't do like others have done. Others have tried that. Politician, wache hiyo kazi akina Ichung'wa huko Kiambu. Ichung'wa did that, and nobody, the tanks that were provided there, none of them reached the destination. None of them reached the destination. And it is causing more and more destruction and more pain in your government and more mistrust in your government, because whatever you are promising, it is repeating itself as a failure, something that does not exist. This is wrong. You are making wrong moves every time. You have the opposition, you have the advantage of doing things, you have the government on your side, but you are making wrong moves. And now, remember, when we were doing the campaigns, we are using one wheelbarrow that we moved with it all over the country, and one truck that were carrying some few wheelbarrows. We went to Kisumu with the same truck, the same wheelbarrows. We went to Kisii, the same truck, the same wheelbarrow. We went to Mombasa, the same truck, the same wheelbarrows. We lied to them, and we got the votes. Now this is the time to correct the lie. Just ask Mutua, the former Machakos governor. He had a huge meeting, an investor huge meeting, and it was done in Machakos grounds, Kenyatta grounds. He had attracted companies from all over the world, and he said that they're going to give them incentives in form of land that they may be able to build factories and companies there. Unfortunately, the mission did not pick up because somebody somewhere had a piece of land along the southern bypass, and they had an agenda of building their own city. So they killed the Konza city and they killed the Machakos city. Therefore, that idea died. Now that you are the president, can't you speak to the Wavinyas and the Konzas and allow these investors to be given free land? They come and build their companies here. Once they build their companies here, they cannot approve them. Then provide cheap labor. Remove these people from Kibera. They be given jobs there on a cheap labor. And then once a few years, few months, then they put some legislation that this must happen. This is how people are going to be remunerated. And I think Kenya will be advantaged.